It's that heat, boy.
Hello, my name is Bob, and today the state and national government will be debating the National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984. The state will be represented by Ryan and Owen, while the national government will be represented by Emmett and Mito. Both sides will have up to a minute and 15 seconds to discuss their arguments. There will be a total of 3 rounds. The first round will be their opening arguments while they discuss some of their facts. The second round will be any extra info that they have. And the third and final round will be for each side to ask questions for the other side. This mandate was about the national government trying to raise the national drinking age to 21. It was passed in October of 1986. The reason it was passed was to raise the national drinking age to 21 for all states, and no one under that age could buy, sell, or drink alcohol without consent. Traditionally, the power would fall under the states. But the national government threatened to take away 10% of the state's highway funds if they refused to abide to this law. And the national government did not want to lose that whatsoever, so they decided to raise the drinking age to 21. Thank you for your time.
First round.
For the state's turn.
We're the states, and we believe that the national government's mandate to raise the drinking age to 21 or lose federal highway funds was not an appropriate action to take to solve the problem of drinking-related accidents.
Our very first reason is it violates the 10th Amendment and the state's reserved powers. According to the Constitution, the power not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states, reserved to the states, respectively, or to the people. This is saying all the rights not stated in the Constitution are states' rights, which one of those is the drinking age. Therefore, the national government cannot change the drinking age.
Now, for the nationals.
We're representing the national government in the Minimum Drinking Age Act, and we believe the federal government acted appropriately in its federal mandate that the states raise their national drinking age to 21 or lose 10% of federal highway funds.
Our first reason to support our thesis would be that the frontal lobe is heavily damaged and afflicted during the early drinking process. According to Stephen Alsop, a graduate from Curtin University who has done many studies on this subject, he believes that the frontal lobe is heavily damaged during drinking during early ages. The frontal lobe is responsible for critical thinking, decision-making, rational thinking, and it is heavily affected during these early times, and this could cause an issue for early drinkers.
For the state's turn.
Our second point is that raising the drinking age does not stop teenage drinking. Instead, it's driven it into more private and unregulated environments, creating a more dangerous situation for those drinking.
Now, for the nationals.
Our second reason is car accidents. In the mid-1970s, over 60% of car accidents were involved with alcohol, and 2/3 of those accidents were among 18 through 20-year-olds. This proves that before the Minimum Drinking Age Act, most car accidents that were involved with alcohol were with 18 through 20-year-olds.
Bonus round.
For the state's turn.
Our third reason is keeping the drinking age at 18 would decrease unsafe drinking activity. According to procon.org, allowing 18 to 20-year-olds to drink alcohol in regulated environments with supervision would decrease unsafe drinking activity. This is true because if you think about it, lowering the drinking age or keeping it at 18 lets kids try out things that they want, and it keeps it more safe, making it not illegal and making them feel safe and more adult-like.
Now, for the nationals turn.
Our third reason for to support our thesis would be that Many of these young drinkers are actually getting addicted to alcohol, and they reportedly can't stop. As we know, alcohol can cause future issues in these young lives, and also can be a gateway to many other substances that can be abused. According to a report by Conversation.com, 63% of drinkers ages 18 through 20 drink just to get drunk. And also 35% of them reportedly can't stop and are addicted to alcohol.
For the state's turn.
Our fourth and final point is that according to Procon.com, 18 is the age of adulthood, therefore implying that any persons at or over the age of 18 can make their own decisions, also implying that they can make their own decisions about drinking alcohol.
Now for the Nationals turn.
Our fourth and final reason is that alcohol causes risky behavior, especially in 18 through 20-year-olds. According to Conversation.com, 18 through 20-year-olds' brains aren't fully developed enough, and this is why they cannot handle alcohol, and which leads to these risky behaviors that could be as bad as attempting murder.
And the last and final round, the question
For
round.
the state's turn.
So, National, how is raising the drinking age going to stop teens from possessing and consuming alcohol?
Now for the Nationals
Our
turn.
first answer for their first question is raising the drinking age to 21 would stop teens from getting alcohol because it will be illegal, and it will also cause a fear factor, making them fear that they will get in trouble. State, why should the drinking age be 18 instead of 21?
For the state's turn.
The age should be 18 instead of 21 because at age 18 your brain is just as developed as it is at age 21. And at 18 you're legally an adult and held accountable for your own decisions. National, besides brain development, what facts can you give to prove that the drinking age should be 21 years of age?
Now for the Nationals
The
turn.
answer to the second question would be, of course, that alcohol can cause increasing crime, increasing driving accidents, and really just puts these young drinkers in great trouble. What should be the factor in determining what age you should be allowed to drink alcohol? Should it be more when your brain fully develops or when you reach adulthood?
For the state's turn.
It should be adulthood because at age 21 your frontal lobe isn't developed. Sure, at 18 it isn't developed either, but the frontal lobe isn't fully developed until age 23, so there isn't much of a difference. And if you start drinking at age 18, you'll have more experience for when you get older.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.